Why do they have to make beds so ridiculously comfortable? I'm not ready. I don't wanna. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I don't exactly know why, but the big sad, it has me. It has me. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to wake up. Literally, I just want to like see if I can fall asleep again. And then hopefully that wastes more of the day. Oh yeah. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like this video. And maybe leave a comment. Something like, same. And to be honest, I can kind of feel myself dipping into that, black pit of just, not that I'm sad, but just like feeling down, feeling what. But I do have a couple things that I want to bring up before we get into the video. Not that I've told you what it is. Maybe I'm just stalling, like getting up, but whatever. But I did a poll on my Instagram because I've been feeling that maybe I've been forcing the skincare stuff into these vlogs more than I should. Like it kind of didn't feel genuine. So I asked Instagram if people would like me to separate the vlogs and the skincare, where I do like a skincare Saturdays and then vlogs on Tuesdays. Most people seem to like that idea. I did throw out the idea of maybe I should start a skincare channel. But if you guys have any thoughts, if you're not following me on Instagram and you didn't get to chime in on that, leave a comment, whatever you think, whatever you'd like more. But speaking about what we're gonna do today, because I kind of feel just down, I do try to pull myself out of it. Bye. I try to pull myself out of it. I guess you can call them like coping mechanisms or something like that. I don't know if they're the healthiest, because sometimes I end up doing like shopping therapy, which isn't good. But I do little things just to try to get me to feel better. And I think I'm gonna take you along with me, and maybe if you're also experiencing the big sad, maybe you can use these things to try to stop it from getting any worse, really. Because none of these things cure anything, obviously, but maybe I just won't lay in bed for 3 days and not eat. Maybe I'll just like be able to avoid that by feeling a little bit better today. So the first thing is to wake up, to get out of bed. I'm not excited for it. Why do they have to make beds so ridiculously comfortable? I'm not ready. I don't wanna. Okay. We're getting up. Well, first things first, we're going to open the windows. Because like I've said in other vlogs, you have to let light in to feel some kind of happiness. Also, yes, I still have my Christmas stuff up. My tree's like fucked up from the cats. But like if I don't have motivation to wash dishes or eat, what makes you think I have motivation to take down my Christmas stuff? I'll work on it. Now, speaking of motivation, I actually did do dishes last night. I don't know where that motivation came from, but I'm gonna run with it. So I have some dishes that I'm gonna put away, and we're gonna make coffee so that we can eat our breakfast caffeinated. My fancy coffee maker. I'm a horrible mom, slept in too late, and now they have no food. Now we'll make the coffee and have a little bit of breakfast. We'll force ourselves to eat even though we don't want to, but we know that we should. So I don't use a spoon because I don't wanna. Oh, more than enough. And then the coffee itself will stir it. Normally when I'm feeling down like this, I would just go get like a fancy coffee, but I bought this cream, and if I don't use it, it'll go bad. So I'll make my coffee here, but let's be honest, we'll probably go get some fancy coffee later. Now normally I make myself breakfast, but I just honestly can't be bothered. So I do keep some things in my freezer, I'll show you, that I use when I just can't cook or when I'm in a rush and like don't give myself time enough to cook. I keep muffins and then I let them thaw in my microwave. So we're gonna have a muffin for breakfast. While I eat breakfast, I do like to get onto YouTube and make sure that I'm not missing out on any of the drama. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Or I watch people play scary video games. I don't know why, but it's just something that I like. So that's what I'm gonna do. I I wish I could say that I finished breakfast and watched that video and then now it's time to just like get ready to feel better. But now it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess we should stop sitting so ugly and go and try and feel better. We're gonna put makeup on and do our skincare routine because that's self-care, bitch. Yep, we're going to do it right now. We're gonna get up right now. We're gonna go and do it right now.
Right now!
You know when you've been laying on the couch for too long, when you get up and you stretch, and then you're like, damn, I feel taller today. I'm 29. I'm not taller today. We made it into the bathroom. Now normally when I'm doing my skincare routine, it does kind of make me feel a little bit better. Now I'm just trying to think what products I want to use today. Do I want to use a vitamin C? Or do I just want to like hydrate? I don't know. I'm really trying to get into it is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we'll put some eye makeup on just so I look a little bit more alive. Because I still haven't told you what we're going to do today, or what my little tips and tricks are for trying to get yourself out of a hole. Well, first one, skincare. Second one, put some eye makeup on so that you look a little bit better. You'll give yourself a little bit more confidence. I'm gonna get dressed and grab my makeup because I left it in my backpack. So I'm in my closet right now looking for clothes to wear. And I don't know if we've ever talked about my style, but like I don't have one. Anything that I own, I can wear to the gym. So if I'm trying to like look nice for any occasion, it's leggings and like my least sweated in t-shirts. So now I'm looking at like my sweaters and long sleeve shirts because like, oh, I don't want to wear a sweater because it's kind of nice out, but I want to wear a long sleeve shirt because it's also winter. I have nothing that's nice. I'll show you. Gym clothes, gym clothes, gym clothes, gym clothes, gym clothes, gym clothes, gym clothes. Everything I could wear to the gym. So I really don't know what I'm gonna wear today. I should put on something clean, right? We're trying to make ourselves feel better. So obviously I picked a sweater. Now we're gonna do something with this, which is not going to be much because as much time as I give myself for skincare, even to try to do winged eyeliner, I have no time for my hair, let alone when I'm feeling down. Good enough for me. Look at this precious little croissant. Have any of you guys realized that we are now in that point of the pandemic that leggings are no longer your comfy pants? Those are your pants now. Your comfy pants are your disgustingly large sweatpants or totally inappropriate shorts. Just me? Cool. Let's go. One thing that I do, or did anyway, to like kind of relieve some of that anxiety or, you know, the depression, I would go like walk around the mall or walk around HomeSense. There's 2 reasons why I stopped doing that. 1, Rona. So self-explanatory. Number 2, it would lead me to like buy things just because I thought maybe it could make me feel better, which of course it doesn't because then you worry about money, right? So what I do now instead is I go for a drive. You're still spending money because you're using gas. However, I need to do something to get me out of my head, and just sitting around at home does not do that. Today we're going to do some of that. We're gonna go for a drive. We're gonna get some tea. That's our day. Hello. So welcome to my vehicle, my truck, if you will. Yeah, we're just gonna drive around. We're gonna talk a little bit. Shall we go? Just getting out and doing something makes me feel a little bit better. I need that sometimes, you know? Oh man, the lighting in here is bad. And so I want to apologize in advance. Done. I was contemplating going to get a Monster, but I feel like those are the same price and way worse for you. So if I'm gonna make a bad decision today, let it at least be the best bad decision that I can make, you know? I know that I'm not really talking about depression and anxiety very much. I'm gonna try and get into it. And I know that this is just in my head, but sometimes when I talk about the anxiety and depression, I feel like it just sounds like complaining. which it really shouldn't, because it's not what I'm doing. I'm not asking anyone to fix me or anything like that. I'm pretty privileged in my life. I've done some cool stuff, but even like Heath Ledger was depressed, you know what I mean? So we should try not to judge ourselves so harsh, but I am my own worst enemy. I hate myself more than any of you guys could. But we're all working on something, you know? We're gonna get a fucking large today.
Hi, can I get a large iced vanilla or caramel macchiato, please?
Thank you, thank you. Can I have a straw, please? Normally I'm pretty good at bringing my own metal straws so that I don't have to deal with this, but totally slipped my mind today. You guys are distracting me. So good! When I was younger, my mom and my sister and I, we would get in the car and we would just drive to get a Slurpee, and we drive around, like, just like that's how we like talk. That's where we like told each other how our weeks were going, what was going on in our heads. Like, we would talk about like what would happen if we won the lottery. So I think that like going for drives and stuff is just like my way of doing that, but as a full adult. And lately I've been doing it quite a bit, which is why I don't get Slurpees too often, because that would be a lot of Slurpees. I also don't do this too often, but this is a nice treat. But yeah, I really don't know where to start with the depression stuff. And I do think that COVID has been really making it worse. Like, I can't just like go and hang out with my friends or do anything like that. And because I did move away from my friends, but that's just what kind of comes with like my 9-to-5 job. You just move away a lot. At least I move away a lot. So I think it's just like compounded stuff. And at least like for me, when it comes to my depression, I know that it's getting really bad, or maybe not really bad, because it's been really bad before and that's not where I am, but I can tell that it's getting worse because I start to crave the isolation. I start to sleep a lot, which is not me. Like, I am not a huge sleeper. I guess in the last, like, I would say month and a half, maybe not quite that long, maybe month, whatever, I have been sleeping a lot, especially on the weekends. Like, if I knew that I wasn't filming this video, I probably would not have gotten out of bed until like 11, 12. Not for any particular reason. I didn't want to handle the day. And the longer you sleep, the faster time goes and the more of the day you waste away, which is the problem. But I know that for me, that's like a warning sign of kind of darker times coming, I guess. That sounds so dramatic, but it's the truth. Like, I just know that that's when it's getting bad. And I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily a people person. Like, I really like having my alone time. I like living by myself, but I'm normally a social person. So it's weird.
Oh, this person's going fucking slow.
But it is normal for me to want to socialize. Like, I want to just pop by someone's house. I want to go for coffee. Things that don't take a lot of socialization, but just enough. But in the last month, well, it's probably been longer. Like, that one is kind of the first thing that shows up, and it sneaks up on me. I don't realize that I'm doing it, but I have a hard time, like, hanging out with people, especially people that I don't know super well, but that I would still consider my friends. I have a really hard time when the big sad kicks in to force myself to get out there and hang out with them. So like right now, the fact that I can see people in their cars, I have to interact with them driving and stuff like that. Like right now, this is enough socialization for me. That's why this helps me get out of, or at least stop my progression into worse depression. This is enough. Another thing that I notice when things are starting to get bad, like I won't initiate texts unless it's like something immediate, like triggers me to text someone. I just won't. I'm not normally a person who likes to talk on the phone, so that doesn't really change because I would rather text people than call anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. I don't want to call you. But normally I'm pretty decent at like texting you or texting if there's like a thing going on. But when I don't want to even text anyone because that just is so much effort to carry on a conversation through text, that's when it's pretty, that's when I know it's getting pretty bad. Anyway guys, I think like to sum it up, the way that I kind of stop my depression, anxiety, whatever from getting worse is just by breaking habits. I think that is what the big takeaway is. If you're noticing that you are starting to sleep a lot, that you're starting not to eat, that you're isolating yourself, things like that, you have to force yourself into doing something, to breaking that pattern. My way is just like going for drives, getting out of the house, doing stuff like that. Whatever you have to do to get to that point, it's worth trying, especially if you know that it's coming. Like when this kind of all hit me right in the face like 6 years ago, I would never have known to like go and do this because I didn't know what was happening. It was all just so overwhelming. It was just a really low point in my life. I would never have known. But now that I've been dealing with it longer, I kind of understand, obviously, my patterns. So just take a look in, realize what you're doing, and try and change it, you know? Anyway guys, it's like 5 after 5. We've been cruising around for a while. I just want to say thank you for watching and for listening, letting me get some stuff off my chest. It really does make me feel better just talking it out. I know that I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not like some special case. This year has really thrown people's mental health into the forefront, into everyone's faces, which I think is a good thing. People need to recognize when they're sick. They need to talk about it because the power of just saying things out loud is truly, truly helpful. And I think we all need to realize that it's not abnormal. It's not abnormal for anyone to feel like this. It's not abnormal to seek help. Everyone is valid in their feelings and no one should feel ashamed. There should be no stigma. We're gonna work at breaking that down. Again, guys, if you have any opinions about me not doing skincare in these vlog type videos, please let me know. Also remember to like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on all my socials at Miranda Honey. I'm sorry for the lack of Hank and Honey in this video. Hank is the only one that would enjoy coming for a car ride, and maybe we'll do that later. Let me know if you guys like that idea. He loves going for car rides, so maybe we'll just do an Adventures with Hank sort of video. Again, enough of me rambling. You guys have heard me talk way too much this video. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!